Hey everybody, it's Alicia, and I often get asked the question, how do you create story plots? So I want to show you a creative way that Lorette and I use to create story plots. Now, if you have a Netflix account, you will know that when you log into Netflix, you can see the descriptions of the different movies or TV shows that are in Netflix. So when you're inside your Netflix account, you're going to click on Browse, and then you will click on whatever you want, documentaries, sci-fi. Right now, I'm in the police movies section. So you would click on police movies, and it would take you over to this genre of police movies. And then now when you're here, you can click on subgenres and look at police dramas, police thrillers, police mysteries. So I'm going to click on police mysteries. Now, whenever you put your mouse on top of that movie or TV show, it's going to tell you the plot of the story. So a woman haunted by dark visions, a cop perplexed by his partner's murder, their fates intertwined in a web of secrets. So I would use this plot to create another plot. So I would look at this and then think of how I can create a plot around this one. Then you just keep moving down and looking at other plots. So when a crime writer, Jackson Kinley, returns to his hometown, he is drawn into an old murder case and begins to find evidence of a long-buried conspiracy, right? So you can use this plot and rewrite it for your own. So Netflix is one site that I use, and the most important thing is to really sort it by what you're looking for, yeah? So if you're looking for action, you're in the action adventure, and then you look at the subgenres, and let's say you want Western. Now you have just Western movies. Put your mouse over it. You can read the plot that's here, and then you can, use this to create your own. So here's another site that I use, Rainiertamayo. And if you look at this, the same thing. You're going to browse movies by genre. So I'm going to click on, let's see, sci-fi. And it's going to take me to sci-fi movies. Now that I'm in sci-fi, I can read, the different descriptions of the movies. Let me pause that one here. So it's right here in the details section. So you can take this, again, to be your inspiration for your book. The next site that I use is called Afdah.tv, AFDAH.tv. And I come here and I do the same thing. I sort by the different categories that I want. So again, we'll go into mystery. And then when I'm looking at the mysteries, I can see if you just put my mouse over it, or if I click on the movie, I can go right to the description. Some of the descriptions are long. This one's a little bit short, but I can click on the different descriptions and see what the movie is about. So here is one for Secret in Their Eyes. A tight-knit team of rising investigators, along with their supervisor, is suddenly torn apart when they discover that one of their own teenage daughters has been brutally murdered, right? So, you could change this up to say something about, a government squad of investigators is pulled to question when one of their teenage daughters has gone missing. And then it can be all about, the story can be about the girl's gone missing, and the other people are suspicious of the dad, and the dad is suspicious of his different team members, anything. But all you're doing is you're using that description to give you some inspiration and ideas for writing your own plot. So that if it's made it to Netflix, or it's a movie or a TV show, the plots are most likely good and something that you can definitely use to give you inspiration to write your own plot. I do recommend that when possible, you give writers a plot. And there's a few reasons why. One, it's a story you're more engaged with. You've written the plot. Even if it's just a paragraph, you put some skin in the game for your story. The second reason why is you want to make sure that the story is 100% unique, and the writer isn't just rehashing old information and, old stories to create yours. So you need to write your own plot and give it to the writer to follow after that plot so that you really do have a story that you know is unique. You're like, this is unique because I came up with the plot. One of the things that I also do when I do a plot is that I don't want this to play, is that I also send over character names. So all you have to do is go to Google and type in, women names if you can't think of any names, or think of your friends in high school. But here we go. Most common female first names: Mary, Patricia, Margaret, Deborah, Jessica. Just Google for names, men's names, women's names. If you're looking for sexy names, you're going to type in sexy women's names. The 10 sexiest females names, 200 hot girl names, beautiful and unique, right? So, Google is your friend. Use it to find good names. Here you go. Here's the names: Alexa, Sasha, Gia, Brooke, Lily, Kayla, Scarlett, Olivia, Emma, Sophia, right? So you're just Googling for names. So you can also put together a list of the names that you want the writer to use when writing out your plots. All right, everybody, this is Alicia Lyttle, and hopefully this tip on how to creatively get plots and character names for those plots over to your writer to write some amazing books for you. I hope that you enjoy it and use it. Bye. Oh, and look around somewhere. I'm going to give you some links to get a free trial to Netflix. So if you want to log into Netflix, you can always log in and use the free trial. All right? Okay, bye.